Hello, everybody. So, I just wanted to make a really quick little video because I'm super jealous right now. My dad, Jeff, who is our seller here at SmartSupplies.us, he got to Thailand a day before I did. So he gets to go to the relaxation area a day before I get to go to the relaxation area. And when you get to Thailand, you have to quarantine in an ASQ hotel, and you have to quarantine for 15 days. They don't count the first day, so it's 15 days. And on the sixth or seventh day, something like that, you get to go in the relaxation area after you get a negative COVID test that comes back. So he's received that. He and the missus and his wife received negative results on their COVID test. Yay. So now they get to go up to the relaxation area. And they're out there now. I'm waiting for him to join our meeting now. He's going to jump on, and I'm just going to ask him a few basic questions to see, if he has any advice for you guys, if there's anything in particular that he wants to talk about or go over. And yeah, we'll be talking to him shortly. Okay, so he just jumped in the waiting room. I'm going to go ahead and let him in. He's connecting. We're on the hotel Wi-Fi, so things are kind of slow. Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Good, good. I was just telling everybody how jealous I am that you got to go out into the relaxation area a day before I did, because you got here a day before me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they come and clean your room on this day because before now they won't come in the room and the only things that go out of your room is in a red bag, like a hazardous
Hmm.
uh, material bag. So today, we're outside and relaxing and it's a welcome change after quarantining for, I think it's been 6 days now. I lost count.
Same. I was just trying to think, like, how many days have I been here? I have no idea. What about the missus? How is she doing?
She's doing good. Same thing. We handled it pretty much together, and it worked out. The quarantine thing really worked out.
Good. Good. Okay. And what's the weather like up there? It looks bright and shiny.
It is actually. It's pretty bright, and it's kind of humid. You know, the humidity, feels a bit high to me, and uh, and it's hot. It's got to be my. I'm sitting in the shade, and the little part of the sun that's hitting my legs is burning my legs. Yeah.
Well, I feel like I can tell that it's really humid outside because it's humid in the rooms, and I can constantly feel, like this moist air in the rooms. And all I have is work shirts. I brought all work shirts to come here, and they're really thick, so I'm a little afraid of that heat when I get out of quarantine. But I'm sure I can deal with it.
Yeah, I can't see the logo on your shirt, really.
Oh, well, let me show it off a little more.
Yeah, yeah, I see. Okay, smart supplies.
Yeah, imagine that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a couple questions for you, because a lot of people have been waiting to hear from you. And I've talked so much about our mission here and what we're going to do and our goals, but it feels differently coming from you. I mean, a million people talk to me, but then when they talk to you, they are on board and ready to go. So, um, despite everything that I've said, what about you? Tell our viewers, our smart brokers, and our smart buyers what our plan is here and how we plan to take over Thailand.
Well, the necessity for you to have resources on the ground right now in this period of instability in the PPE market is great. The need for you to have that that underground presence is great because you know, from day to day, there's several changes that's taking place with different PPE materials and different factories, and we're going into that era where you got some factories opening up new factories and some factories actually folding and closing, companies actually closing. So for us to still be in the pandemic and for this instability to be taking place, this is a really important time for us to be on the ground. We have resources on the ground. We have several people, as you know, in Vietnam and in Thailand, and a really great presence in China. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of the PPE is being not it's not being utilized coming out of China just for political reasons, let's say. And so the need for us to be on the ground and heavily present in Thailand right now was important. So I was in Central America for several months and trying to wrap up the things we were doing there for my other smart home business. And everyone was expecting me to get over here to Thailand and try to get things in order, so that our supply chain would really stay fluid. But, from Nicaragua to Honduras to Panama, there was just so much to get done from country to country to country. So, it took me a little while to get here, but I'm here now. And what we plan to do is open up about 3 more contracts on top of the 2 that we already have, so that we, Smart Supply, could have some fluidity in our supply chain. We don't want to be overly affected by the ups and downs and ins and outs of the market right now. So we're here to shore up one of our uh, companies that was experiencing after Christmas some very difficult times. Unfortunately, prices jumped up, employees left, all kind of craziness going on. So I train management, I train production crews and factories. I do it professionally in my other business. So marketing, advertising, international marketing and advertising specifically. I've trained several marketing and advertising departments in several pretty big factories around across Asia. So for me to come here and utilize those skills with our PPE partners is quite beneficial. So we have AE, one of our brands that needed some real support from someone's, quickly. So we're here for that. It's kind of like under new management thing where you and I will go in and really shore them up and make sure that, they're not just our customers, but their customer base is taken care of. So several small companies grew really big over the past 8 months or so, and AE was one of them. And so they're tripping over their own feet, and we're stepping in to make sure that they start, getting a little more coordinated with their steps. So
Agree.
that's what we're able to bring to the table with that brand. And then we have TSF 365. That's they've been trying to really get their stuff together and get their certifications and get enough customers to make sure they have enough revenues coming out of the gate. So my approach with them is just trying to be that growth partner with them so that they can step out of this brand new factory startup phase into the actual production and delivery phase. And what we bring to the table is customers. We bring a lot of customers that need product in hospitals and schools and government agencies and things and departments. So we bring that management and those customers to TSF, and they'll be opening next month. We hope we're going to do everything we can help them do that by next month or the month after, either way. But we're going to help while we're here. And so, and then we have High Care, very well-known factory and brand, High Care. We basically signed with them today. We did a factory walkthrough. My partner flew down in my inability to just step out of this hotel and get on a plane. He flew down and did that finalization of our the beginning of our relationship with High Care. And so and then he's been instrumental also in the fourth brand, which is Medina or Guardian Glove. And so the husband and wife tag team that owns that company is phenomenal. They need no help from us. The only thing they need is customers.
Yeah.
And so we bring that to the table. So just to answer your question specifically, our goals here is to shore up our brands, to help where needed, and make sure our customers are able to start really relying on our supply chain.
Excellent. I couldn't have said it better. And speaking of our customers needing to rely on our supply chain, we've had so many of them that have been waiting on us to get here for months. Also, other buyers that have been waiting for us to get here, and brokers. And from the time you were before Honduras, before Panama, they've been waiting, and now we're here. Do you have any words of encouragement, motivation, anything you want to say to them now that we are here?
Well, yeah, this is a business, and it's a very multifaceted business where everything from dealing with the different time zones, because the main supplying of these products are coming from the other side of the world for us in America and Europe for the most part. And so just the levels of management that's needed to deal with an entirely different time zone. And then you go into the pricing change and the logistics of moving the product from one side of the world to the other. What I would like to say to the buyers and the customers and the brokers that's trying to uh, uh, navigate, through these nuances in this industry, this PPE industry, I would say to them, uh, you have your resources on the ground right now. We're here. This is no simple thing that we do when we fly here. It takes days to fly here, and all kind of documentation and insurances and just you name it. And so we're here. And we're your boots on the ground. We're your boots on the ground. We're enduring that period where all we can do is Zooms and with our customers and our clients and our suppliers and and so we're enduring that through our quarantine. But once we get out after this next week, and we're in the offices of our partners that need us in their offices, and we're corresponding and are coordinating with the other factories that just need us to coordinate and correspond. Wear your boots on the ground. When you need to call someone, I work 20 hours basically a day, uh, between 18 and 20 hours a day, consistently for years now. 7 days a week I've done this. So you don't just have it's just anyone on the ground in Thailand. You have pretty much what you need on the ground. So reach out to us. Fallon is here. Reach out to her. I'm showing you how to function in two different hemispheres on a daily basis, which you seem to be catching on to that very quickly, and your body is adapting to that very quickly, having two short naps a day instead of one long rest. takes some adjustment. But if you really want to follow Smart Supplies and see how it's done, take from this activity you will see taking place over the next month on Fallon's podcast, and you'll gain that knowledge and experience of how it's actually done. How do you work in two different hemispheres? How do you manage people that don't speak your language? How do you logistically deal with moving product around the world, during difficult times? So I think the people that follow you should enjoy your podcast and actually get a lot out of it. Should get a lot out of it. So I'll be sharing with you every day. You'll be sharing with them. And I think for all of your viewers, if you really tune in to this podcast and this podcast goes on at a consistent time throughout this period, more and more people will benefit from what they'll see. So that's what I want to say as words of encouragement to the buyers and the brokers. You have more than just the average boots on the ground. You have more than the average boots on the ground. So let's go to work. You know what you need to do on your end. We know what we need to do on our end. And I suggest we all get to work right now and provide for our customers what they need.
100%. I completely agree. That's why we actually named this podcast PPE Empowerment, for all of those brokers and buyers that needed to be empowered, not just by education from you or management from us or fluidity in the supply chain, but empowerment throughout the entire process and all the procedures and procurement. And we're offering that. So I'm excited. I'll make sure that the content stays consistent. I told my team that every day I'm committed to putting out information, education, or some sort of marketing content every single day. And we're going to continue to do that, of course, with your help and your guidance. So I want to keep this thing short. I was feeling a little jealous in the moment that he got to go outside before I did. And I wanted to share that with all of you. And then also, of course, give you some words of encouragement and highlight why we're here and what it is that we're trying to do. We're going to say bye for now and until next time. And of course, as we always say, if you have any questions, anything you want us to know, please email us at support@smartsupplies.us. Any questions, you can also comment on the videos or any of our social media. Feel free to ask and just know that we're an open book. There's nothing that we hide. If you've done business with us before, you know how transparent we are in everything that we do. Don't forget to, of course, like our video, subscribe to our channel, and share if you feel like you need to share. For now, we'll say bye.
What about your website? What about your website? Just for those that don't know,
For those
what's
that
your
don't
website?
know, here it is over here. It's smartsupplies.us. Visit the website. We are undergoing some changes right now because we're podcasting every day and creating new content. So you are going to see the website changing frequently. We're also securing new contracts and getting new brands. So you're going to see new pricing and new gloves coming up and new specs. You'll see a lot of new things happening on the website. So absolutely, I think the last time I checked our analytics, within a month, we had over 2,000 people visiting the site. So continue to visit the site, continue to look for our new brands, our new pricing, and just reach out to us if there's any questions that you have. Okay. Do you have anything else before we sign off?
No, that's it for now. I'll join you on one of your podcasts during the month, and just let me know when you need me, and I'm there.
Sounds good to me. Bye, everyone. We will see you next time.